Now that you have your foundation set, you may be thinking to yourself, now what? How do I get more income? How do I level up? How do I get to the next step? So for some of you, a lot of that goal is buying property or buying a business. So there are a bunch of different ways to make this happen, but here's the easiest way to be able to make sure you can purchase whatever business you want by leveraging the income you already have. So if you use the income from your current job and the income we spoke about developing in the previous section, you'll actually be able to set yourself up with what we call good debt. Good debt is debt that allows you to establish a relationship with a bank, such as a line of credit or a secured CD line of credit. This gives you significant leverage to be able to tackle any sort of acquisition you want, regardless of the space. So if you were looking for real estate, all you would need to do is establish a relationship with the bank by, again, putting your deposits there. Well, if your LLC is invested or your trust is invested in a fund that has income that returns to it, that income has to go somewhere. I would recommend that you put that income in a local bank. A local bank is going to be able to understand that their relationship with you is based on your deposits with them. A larger bank generally will not care all that much and require that the deposit amounts be significantly higher in order for them to extend lines of credits out. So a local bank is going to have a little bit more leeway and flexibility in doing so. They're going to be able to do this based on your deposits with them. As you have these deposits with these banks, they are going to be able to see. This helps with the one thing banks honestly care about, which is income verification. They want to be able to see if you can pay this loan back if something were to happen to your source of income. But can you imagine? Somebody with two sources of income is less of a risk to not pay their loan back than a person with one form of income. And by not having to replace either one, let's say you actually replace your income with the investments we mentioned in our foundation series, and you leave your job, you now have another form of income. So the bank is going to see you as someone who they can give money to, which allows you to go and purchase real estate, for example. On the business purchase side, it operates in a very similar fashion. The only difference is you are going to maybe look for banks that specialize in giving funds for business acquisitions. Some of those business acquisitions are going to involve a lot of diligence on their part, but should you go to an M&A firm or a firm that specializes in acquisitions, period, you may have a better track record by, again, showing them the two forms of income. And now you're looking for the replacement form for number one or number two. Again, stepping yourself up into that next level to where you have three forms of income, whether they are your W-2 or your job, or they are the passive income that you already have, or the business you purchase. And surprise, on the business side, you don't need to buy a business that you need to run. You can buy a business that you can do anything with, such as whatever, vending machines, everybody loves to talk about. But can you imagine having two forms of income plus a laundromat? That gives you significantly more income and coverage to now you have your base needs covered, your family's needs covered, and now you have all your leisure needs covered. So you can see very quickly how we're investing in our lifestyle and setting ourselves up to make work be a choice and to actually do and pursue the things we want to do with our lives. This is money that can be used for kids' college fund. This can be money that's used for family vacations. This can be used for money that goes into teaching kids on how to, do whatever at this point. But you understand what I'm saying? This is money that can change your life. And getting there is a very simple process. So let's go back and review, right? We have setting up our foundation, establishing our second source of income by consistent payouts. Then we're going to be looking for that second form of income. That second form of income is going to place you into this level of good debt, bad debt. It's also going to place you in a level of really flexible opportunities so you can now replace more of your income. Now, what happens after you buy that second business and it cash flows well? Once you get it stabilized, once you get it moving, once you get your properties rented, once you get them flipped or sold, you now add to that foundation and you build that second source. So now you've got a much larger foundation to start building on. Really, you can even go vertical if you'd like. But ultimately, you are just making sure that there's income coming in no matter what. And as the banks see that, they're going to see all this income. That's going to get you more and more debt. That debt will be a huge tool for you to be able to go buy whatever it is you want to go buy. And as you build those relationships with those banks, as you build those relationships with those investors, however you do it, it provides you with your ultimate dream, financial freedom. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.